Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I'm super excited to be celebrating with Helen for her 500 subbie hop today. So normally we scrap lift when we do these celebration hops. It's not mandatory, of course. So when I peeked at her post, I was like, oh, so I immediately went to look at all of her beautiful layouts and screenshotted several. And then I went back and I read it, and it's more of a recipe. But don't you worry, because May I Scrap Lift You is coming up. So uh, there will be some more of Helen in your future. So she has given us a recipe for tags, stitching, 2+ photos, a white background, and doodling or mixed media. So I'm starting with a white background, and off screen I did some mixed media, and I just did some white texture paste through a Vicky Bouton stencil that was kind of a daisy looking stencil. And I did leave that overnight to dry. I knew I wanted to use this daisy paper from Pink Paisley. I got it in my Color Rush Studio kit, and I seem to use the yellow on the other side more than anything. And I was like, this paper is just beautiful. I need to use it. So I really wanted to make that kind of a statement piece. And so half of my layout, close to half, is that paper. So I just tore it, applied it to the side that didn't have the stenciling on it, and then I took the other side and put that underneath. Now, I had this strip left over of that ledger paper, so I went ahead and put that on the end, and then I'm going to cover it with probably the most gorgeous ribbon frazzle that we have received. It is the cutest little daisies. Oh, I just love it. Love, love, love it. So I'm going to put that between the daisy paper and the ledger paper. So I kind of have a half and half design going on. And then I'm going to do my photos down at the bottom along with most of my embellishing. I am going to do a little something up there in the right upper hand corner. But for the most part, everything's going to kind of live on the bottom of the paper. So I guess it's like a half and half / L if you really look at it. So I have a 4x6 photo of my husband and I and 2 of our employees. We had a meeting in San Antonio, so we had a little bit of a day. So we went to the Alamo, which is super cool. We took the kids to the Alamo for spring break, but the girls had never been to the Alamo, so we definitely went. We had been to the Alamo during COVID, so we couldn't go inside. So I was super excited to get tickets so we could actually go inside. So that was really cool this time. So I took our selfie on the lawn right there in front of the Alamo. And then because we needed 2 or more photos, not that I didn't take plenty of photos, don't get me wrong. I just printed a little 2x3 photo. It was actually of kind of their like hospital area. And being a nurse, that definitely intrigues me a little bit. And I just really liked it with the candelabra and I just liked it. So that was kind of my other really cool photo. I do have a lot of other photos, so I do think that I might make a 6x12 kind of insert to go with all of the rest of the photos that I took at the Alamo. I might put all of those there in addition to this. So we also needed tags. So I went in my stash and I grabbed that star gold tag that I put my photo on. And then there was a tag and a banner that were in the kit, so I put those on there. So I got the tags, I got the 2 photos, I got the white background, and I got the doodling and mixed media. So I have most of it. The stitching is going to come at the very, very end. So we'll talk about that at the end. So my title is going to be Oops-a-Daisy Today. So Oops-a-Daisy came in the Color Rush Studio kit. It's super cute. It's a wood veneer piece. Because as you can see, I can't take a good selfie, and I totally cut off the top of the Alamo. So that's where the title comes from. I grabbed a couple of cut-aparts from my Maggie Holmes kit. One says museum. The colors were just perfect, so I went ahead and put those on. I added one of those beautiful butterflies from the main kit, and then an acrylic floral from the add-on kit. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of ribbon to the top there, as well as one of the acrylic daisies to cover the tag hole, even though the fabric or the ribbon covered it up initially. I did add 2 wood veneer leaves just to add a little bit of extra wood veneer because I had that Oops-a-Daisy in there. I wanted to add that. And then I did have some sequins just hanging out on my desk, a random mix. And so I added the yellow ones to the center of all of the daisies, which hopefully you'll see in the close-up because it kind of looks funny right now. Like, it's like there's random yellow dots. I also covered my tag holes with those. And now I'm going to do my stitching. So the stitching was a little bit of an afterthought, but it was mainly because I didn't want to fix my sewing machine. I didn't. I wasn't in the mood. So I took a white gel pen and I'm going to do some faux stitching lines down all 3 layers to the left-hand side. So the daisy paper, the yellow paper, and the ledger paper are all going to get those stitch lines. And I just used my T-square ruler, so at least they were straight. They're not like a good length or anything. But I did kind of like how it looked, so I decided to add it to the 2 banners up in the right upper hand corner. And then it looked really good on that like mustardy brown yellow color that is in the banner at the top. So the other half of that banner is down at the bottom there as a tag. So I did put it on there as well. And I love how this turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's a great recipe. Please play along and give Helen some love. Congratulations. 500 subbies is huge. And oh, look, you can see my daisies there. So there is my mixed media. You can tell I did it. My final layout, and that is going to do it for me today. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you next time. Bye.